Come on over here and take a look at this. Tell me what you think. What's the matter?
Nothing. I just thought I heard Siobhan's voice out here.
No, there's no sign of her yet. Here, I'm releasing this to the papers first thing in the morning.
Let's see what you say here. Engagement to Ray Woodard canceled by mutual agreement. Mrs. Bolak, close friend for many years, separated from her husband. Plan to be married, yeah.
Anything I left out?
No. No, you have to tell the people the truth, Frank. Maybe that'll call off that miserable photographer. Lord knows how he'll catch you the next time.
Well, he won't catch me leaving Jill's apartment, especially not first thing in the morning. Just in case you were worried.
Well, I know you got more sense than that. I wish I could say the same for your kid's sister. Really worried about her.
You really are having a hard time with Siobhan and Joe, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and for good reason. Look, Frank, she has spent the night with him. She plans to do it again tonight, to the best of my knowledge, in spite of everything I've warned her against. And meanwhile, you got this sleazy photographer invading your privacy. What's he going to do next? I mean, suppose tomorrow there's a big picture of Siobhan in the paper, leaving love nest of notorious Joe Novak.
I think the sleazy photographer has a limited assignment, okay, which is to embarrass me.
Yeah, well, how's this for embarrassing? A senator's sister involved with gangster's nephew. Maybe married to him, Frank.
Look, I can't tell Siobhan how to live, and I can't dwell on the chaos that George Lewis and his damn camera can create. Right now, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other, starting with this statement.
Faye! What's going on? Anything all right? It's not Tom, is it?
No, Tom's all right, but as we were leaving the hospital, a man came out of nowhere, started clicking our picture, and he followed us.
It was George
here.
Lewis. I am so mad, I'd like to go out there and kill him.
Oh, easy, darling.
Johnny, I'm sorry I had to lock the door, but I knew he'd be on top of us.
Oh, Jill.
Oh, Frank.
Look, why don't you sit down? I think they could both use a drink. I'm gonna have a word with George.
No, don't. Don't. Just don't give him another opportunity. Just leave him alone and he'll go away.
Yeah.
He took pictures of the two of you and that got in the paper?
That's what I was trying to tell you when we
It
were
made
running over here.
this evening's paper, darling. You were too busy with Tom's accident to worry about it. This guy deals in slander, gossip, anything having to do with people in the news. I mean, look, come on in the kitchen, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'll make sure the guy doesn't get to you.
Damn it!
Oh, there he is. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, come on, Frank, wait for me.
Good night.
I didn't say good night.
I did. You stop that. Turn off the light and the tears so I can get some sleep.
Why does he hate me? I don't know what I did. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. I'm going to give this 3 minutes. And then I'm going to get some sleep. And if I can't sleep here, then I'm going to go to Faith's guest room. Now, we have been at this steadily since I came home.
But you came home and you didn't touch a dinner that took me hours to cook.
And you're still at square one. But this is not going to take 3 minutes. Obviously, it's not going to do any good whatsoever.
I'm not at square one. I understand. You want me to cook and shop and clean. And you didn't used to care about those things, but now you do. And so I understand. I spent all day.
God, it's like talking to a dummy in a store window.
What?
A mannequin. Look, it may look like she's listening, but she doesn't hear a word.
You called me a dummy.
Delia, will you get off that? Now, I have told you 50 different ways that it's not the mess that's the problem, it's what the mess indicates. And that is that you're involved somewhere else. You pay more attention to Ryans than you do to me, and that's not the bargain we struck when we got married.
You said I was dumb. Everybody else said that to me, but never you. You made me know I was smart. What's the matter? Because my commodities went down, I'm only worth 99,000 something instead of 100. All of a sudden I'm worthless to you? Stupid and dumb?
Delia, you are grasping at straws trying to hold on to this fight. Now, I suppose it's because I told you something that you can't bear knowing, but that is your problem, my friend. Either you cope with it or...
Or what?
I'll see you tomorrow.
No, Roger, wait, please, you can go back to bed. I'll be quiet. Please, don't go upstairs.
All right. But I have got to be at the hospital before 6 so I can check on Tom.
Tom, okay. Sore throats can be tricky. You know, the fact is that you never gave me any comfort about my commodities. Whereas you comfort your patients all the time. Have you ever considered the possibility that you're the one that's not paying attention to me?
My head aches. I have to make that meeting tomorrow.
Relax, Mr. Desmond. Tomorrow will take care of itself.
Isn't it possible that you started the neglecting? Roger?
What, Delia?
Want me to get it?
Never mind. Hello.
It's Mrs. Blake, Doctor. I'm sorry to disturb you again, but Mr. Desmond's not feeling any better. I think he's a little worse. His pressure's up slightly.
How much? Is he still worried about that meeting of his?
Is this about Tom?
He says he has a headache, and he's afraid it won't go away by morning.
Which he probably won't if he's that upset. Look, you have him on a saline solution by IV?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I studied those trachea x-rays, and I'm sure it's a localized trauma compounded by anxiety. Now, what I'll do is try to get a few hours sleep so I can see straight, and then I'll check him over again.
Okay.
Right. All right. Good night. I have to sleep. Don't talk to me.
What is it?
No, only in my mind.
You'd better explain that.
I was daydreaming. Imagining we always wake up like this, get dressed, have breakfast, go through some kind of day, then get back in bed again.
Like an old married couple.
Yes.
What time is it?
Nighttime. 11, midnight, I don't know.
We never had dinner.
No, we never did.
said you were gonna cook for me.
Sorry, I got distracted.
That's okay. That's fine.
I can still cook.
Later. I like it here.
If we were an old married couple, I think we'd spend a lot of time here.
Think of all the dinners we'd miss. I'd be so thin.
No, I'd feed you. Bring you fish for protein, make you very strong. So that...
So that what? So that I can earn my keep? So that I can keep my paycheck coming in, cover my half of the expenses, contribute.
Siobhan, you contribute something much more important than money. I make enough money for both of us. For all of us.
Well, how come I'd need all that protein?
For the babies.
Babies? No kidding.
You know how important good nutrition is to pregnancy. Isn't that what you tell the people down at work?
Yeah, but you could say that. Most of the time I spend talking about non-pregnancy, planning whether and when people want to have all that extra fish. Oh, thank heaven.
Why?
You were kidding.
No, I wasn't. It's just the way you have a pudding thing. You're a very funny person. They'll have great senses of humor.
Joe, you're scaring me.
What's scary? I'm dreaming. Marriage goes with babies, right?
Wrong. Some of the best marriages I know have no kids, 2 incomes, or 1 kid. Do we really want to be talking about this?
Yeah. Tell me about the best marriage you know. 1 kid and...
2 adults, 2 very full lives. The home, of course, is the center of their life, but there's the rest of the world, too, if you know what I mean.
Who takes care of the kid?
Both of them. Well, depending on who's available or what the needs are. I don't mean to make it sound easy. I mean, of course, there's problems, but they've worked really hard on them, and they've gotten to a really good place. You know who I'm talking about.
Jack and Mary?
Yeah.
Well, it seems to me Jack has Ryan most of the time. Mary's job is way too big. She's always running off someplace.
Well, yeah, but she's dealt with that. She's let go of the job, the news show. Now Channel 1 only has her working a few days a week.
Good, that's a step in the right direction.
You don't seem very impressed. Well, what would you rather have her do?
Ideally, quit her job, stay home, put her daughter first.
Staying home means loving your child?
Unless you stay home and do crazy things, yes.
Oh, well, what if staying home makes you crazy?
Siobhan, what if the sky falls? Do I know all the answers? All I'm really sure of is that I love you.
I think you're pretty sure of your opinions, too. I'm fascinated to hear more about this. I think we differ.
On what subjects?
You know, married, Jack. What makes a good marriage?
I can't think. You just keep telling me. I'm listening.
I forgot what I was going to say.
It's a public street.
George, stop talking, okay? We can't have you spoiling people's appetites.
Let's take him in the back, Frank. Huh?
No. I'm staying right here where I'm visible and safe. And you take your hands off me this minute. I know the law.
George, shut up.
Oh, I can't even look at him. Will you take that camera away from him?
Just got the same idea myself.
No. Don't touch it. It's private property. I'll sue. And I'll yell so loud you won't get anybody back in here for the rest of the year.
Private property? Oh, that's wonderful.
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to compromise. You're going to put that camera on the bar, and no one is going to touch it, including you.
Just doing my job, that's all. It's a living. I have a right.
What right? You don't have a right intruding on people's privacy.
I'm in the news business, lady. The senator and Mrs. Bolak are news. Now, what was your name?
Hey, wait, just a second. No names. This is not getting in the papers, all right?
And I am not news. I'm a private citizen, and so is the senator. Yeah, in spite of the voters and in spite of the office. You gonna tell me this is what he gets for devoting himself to public office? He has to deal with scum like you? Well, let me tell you something. The day that I believe that, that's the day I'll ask Frank to resign from the Senate. I mean, better to cut out politics than have to deal with madmen and leeches and fools like you.
Jill.
No. My feelings aren't hurt. Go ahead, Mrs. Bolak. I'm very interested.
Oh, you're gonna relay all this to your employer, huh? Fine, I could care less. But in case she wants clarification, tell her she has to deal with me personally.
George, you can also take to your employer, whoever that may be, this message from me. It's not going to work. I fully expect you to jump out of my closet every morning with your camera clicking away. So go ahead. Plaster bizarre pictures across the front pages of every newspaper in this country, and I'll tell you what's going to happen. Mrs. Bolak will get her divorce, and she and I will be married. And the public will be on my side. First, they'll get annoyed with you, then bored, and finally they'll forget. So bug me till hell freezes over. Just don't count on my being as patient with you as I am today. Okay?
That's a tough attitude, Senator. I have to admire it. But the facts are the facts. News sells papers, and editors want pictures. If they're buying, I'm selling.
Who do you work for?
Anybody who pays my price?
All right, let's get him out of here, Frank. What do you say, you little big boy?
Look, Senator.
I won't hurt your baby, George.
No, listen, take the film,
I
but don't hurt
the
my...
film. I just want to make sure that you understand how very kind I'm being to you right now. See, I'm not going to break your little machine. I'm not even going to break your head. I always resist taking the easy way out, George. Now move. And don't even turn around till you're off this block. Go on.
If it weren't me, it'd be somebody else. You're a big man.
Beat it.
And you're in trouble.
Beat it.
People are curious.
Well, at least you scared the hell out of him.
Ray Woodard.
Possibly. Listen, Faith, come on in the kitchen with me. Let me know how Tom's doing.
I'm sorry, honey. Look, it can't hurt us.
I know. I just hate it all so much.
So the gist of it is the senator's hanging tough. But Mrs. Bolak's on a real short fuse. She just can't stand the heat.
I always knew she couldn't. Did she really say she'd rather have Frank leave politics than put up with the publicity?
Our kind of publicity, yeah. I've got some buttes in here. Mrs. Bolak and the other woman locked me out, but I took some shots right through the bar window. I got the senator and his father and the two of them.
I'm not so sure that grouping is going to serve our purposes. It really would be a pity to have the whole thing backfire on us now.
Don't worry, it won't happen like the senator said. Look, everybody loves gossip, and the pictures just keep it alive.
Everybody loves Frank, and they could start deciding that he's the wronged party. Last thing I want to do right now is create the image of the two of them as wronged lovers. That'd be charming.
No, that's impossible. I'm going to camp out on her doorstep, in the lobby of her building, at his place and at Ryan's. I'm going to get them embracing, kissing, and Quarles' work, too. He was happy with you, and now look what he's done to himself, that sort of thing. Now, you just wait.
No, George. No, George, you just wait. You've done terrific work, but I want you to hold off for 24 hours, and I'll be in touch.
Mrs. Woodard.
George, I appreciate the work you've done. You'll be paid as we agreed, but, No, I have to think very carefully about my next move.
Mr. Desmond, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel sick. Please.
Just hold on. Get a resident into 306. Stat, acute distress.
Hello?
Dr. Coleridge, please. It's the hospital. It's an emergency.
He's asleep. I'll get him.
Tell him it's Mr. Desmond. His vital signs are unstable and his headache is worse.
Roger. It's about Tom.
Huh? Yeah? I'm coming. Get whoever's in charge. Good. What?
I think he's starting convulsions. Hurry.
What's the matter? He's worse?
I don't know. We may lose him.
Are you serious?
Look, Dee, call Faye. Tell her to get to the hospital. Now!
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA or DC or New York City? Get ready to take a holiday, a new original reality series, all new this Wednesday at 10 on SoapNet.